From Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, In-N-Out, Five Guys, and everywhere else. It's Linda Snacks. They eat your world. Reviews from the bro himself. You gotta love it.
Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of Lindell Snacks, and today we are reviewing White Castle is the barbecue original sliders. And if you didn't know, they dipped their hand into the barbecue game with the barbecue brisket slider, along with the barbecue original sliders, and also I think they had fried pickles at some point. However, the barbecue game has dwindled, and now we are just left with the original barbecue sliders. So, pretty basic. You know your White Castle slider if you've ever eaten at White Castle. The small tiny bun, the small tiny patty. In addition to that, you have the grilled onions, and now we have crispy onions and some barbecue sauce to go along with all that. For me, I would feel like cheese is a necessary thing for these, but White Castle's got to make money somewhere, so charge for cheese. Why not? Without any further ado, since White Castle makes their shit small and tiny, this is the White Castle Barbecue Original Slider. Cheers to you. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like White Castle's meat is probably one of the lowest quality beefs I've tried on a burger. And I don't know if it's because it's just small in size, but it just kind of tastes like the beef is almost boiled. Or like, cooked, like part cooked and then like finished off in a boil of water. It's just very spongy and chewy. The only thing that gives it a crispness is the crispy onions on there. Everything else is pretty soft and mushy and kind of moist. I guess if you're into that kind of thing, that's great, but usually I want something that's kind of got layers of texture and flavor. Here, the beef is just kind of decreasing a lot of that extraness that the barbecue sauce and the crispy onions is trying to pull at you. Maybe one more bite. Yeah. So, there's even the bun too. So I think they steam the buns, and the steams just tend to get really just wet and just soggy. So the longer it sits, obviously the longer anything sits, the quality is going to decrease, but steaming just drastically decreases the quality of the buns, I think. Toasting would be more preferable in my opinion. So with the White Castle Barbecue Original Slider, I might have to give it a 2 out of 5. That's a 2 out of 5 chance. And they could have stepped the game up if maybe, again, cheese was included to balance, to give it a little more texture and a little more flavor. Maybe even like a special cheese to match the texture of the barbecue sauce and the crispy onions. We can go a long way with this. And again, if they had the brisket, probably would have been 10 times better, just because different cut of beef, probably more flavorful and more exciting. So I'm going to save this. Oh no, I'm going to eat it, but you won't see it. So for Lindell Snacks, this has been the White Castle Barbecue Original Slider Review. Hope you have a great night. See you later. I just don't. Sponginess. Just. What really gets under my craw, in the fast food industry, being as an insider and also respecting the business as a whole. A lot of places you go and you want to have a good experience with the employees, but you can tell just by the look on their faces or how they how they kind of like have this put offness to them that they just don't care, and it's kind of disheartening to me, especially being in the industry so long. Like, it's part of your job is to care about how other people think of you in that job, because that affects your job in the way that your reviews might be poor, or like you won't get good recommendations in the future if you don't really look like you care. So I just don't understand the concept of I got a job, but I'm just gonna do the bare minimum of basic shit to just get by. That lazy attitude of like, I just it just really gets under my craw, honestly. But that's been the Lindell Craw of the week.